A scarlet envelope jutted from our mail stack like a red flag, shattering our quiet life. Standing in our driveway beside the RV my dad, Robert, had lovingly restored all spring. I tore it open, heart sinking at the words. All recreational vehicles must be removed from Willow Creek Estates within 48 hours. Our family's RV, parked here for 5 years without issue, was suddenly a target. Dad had just installed new cabinets and a shower for our Yellowstone trip. "Mom," I yelled, rushing inside. "The HOA's banning our RV." Mom's, Sarah's, frown deepened as she read the letter. "This is absurd." "Why now?" Through the window, I saw Patricia Kendall, the new HOA president, watering her flawless lawn across the street, her gaze flicking to our driveway with disdain. When Dad got home, his face matched the envelope's hue. "They can't do this," he growled, pacing the kitchen. "We chose this neighborhood for RV parking. That's why we paid for the extended driveway." He rifled through our homeowner documents, spreading them on the table. "Nothing bans RVs," he said. "They've changed the rules." Next morning, Dad left early, clutching old papers from Grandpa's files. At dinner, he was quiet, a sly smile creeping across his face. "You okay?" I asked. "Just recalling something Grandpa said years ago," he replied. "That's suddenly relevant." The next day, a bold lettered notice hit our door. "Final warning. RV removal by 5 p.m. tomorrow." Mom suggested storage, but Dad shook his head. "Storage costs a fortune, and most lack power for the fridge." Tapping the table, he said, "Did you know Grandpa owned all this land?" I gaped. "All of Willow Creek, from the highway to the hills?" Dad confirmed. "When developers built here 20 years ago, he sold most of it, but kept key parts." "Like what?" Mom asked. Dad unveiled an old map, pointing to a blue patch labeled Natural Spring. "Willow Creek doesn't use city water. Every home relies on this spring, still on our family's land." My eyes widened. "We own their water?" "Grandpa formed Willow Creek Water LLC," Dad said, "and passed it to me. I've kept his low rates for maintenance, but nothing stops me from adjusting them." Mom grinned. "They need us more than we need them." That evening, Patricia led HOA board members, Michael Evans, Donna Miller, and Kevin Bates, up our driveway like a posse. "Mr. Larson," Patricia said, her smile fake, "I hope you've arranged to move your vehicle. It violates community standards." Dad crossed his arms. "I checked the original HOA rules. No RV ban." "We voted on new bylaws last month," Michael said. "In the newsletter." "The one that lands in spam?" Mom shot back. Patricia's smile tightened. "Rules are rules. My RV is clean, on my property," Dad said. "How's it hurting anyone?" "Property values," Patricia snapped, waving at our RV. My cheeks burned. Our RV wasn't junk. It held years of family memories. "We're not moving it," Dad said. "Reconsider your rule. Then we'll fine you $100 daily, starting tomorrow," Patricia declared. As they left, Dad called, "I've been reviewing the Willow Creek Water LLC agreement. Rates haven't risen in 15 years. Unfair, don't you think?" Patricia froze, then turned, eyes narrowing. "What's that got to do with anything?" "I own the water company," Dad said, holding up a folder. "A private utility. I'm adjusting rates, especially for HOA board members causing trouble." Patricia paled, grasping her misstep. Next morning, an orange sticker screamed $100 fine on our RV's windshield. Dad laughed, peeling it off. They don't know who they're up against. In his office, he crafted a tiered pricing structure. Slight residential hikes, but a premium tier for high-usage homes like Patricia's lawn, Michael's fountain, or Donna's pool. He printed letters on Willow Creek Water LLC letterhead and delivered them neighborhood-wide. That evening, Patricia, her husband Greg, and the board stormed our door, waving a $900 water bill. "This is illegal," Patricia shrieked. Dad leaned against the door frame. "It's in the contract your developers signed. I can set tiered rates." "You're targeting board members," Greg sputtered. "I'm charging for excessive usage," Dad corrected. "Coincidentally, board members have those features." Michael accused, "Retaliation." "Just business," Dad said. "Want to discuss your $100 fine? I can add it to your bill, with fees." Whispers spread fast. Neighbors called, some supportive, others angry. Mrs. Ramirez brought cookies, praising our stand. My kids love your adventure mobile, she said. At the bus stop, Patricia's allies glared, her twins spreading rumors we'd bankrupt the HOA. Dad got a letter demanding an HOA meeting. The community center was packed, tension thick. Patricia opened, accusing us of bullying via water rates. Dad stood calm. The rate hike isn't about the RV ban, which violates your charter's 75% homeowner vote requirement. Did that happen? Silence. Patricia flushed. Dad added, 3 nearby neighborhoods banned RVs, all tied to Greg Kendall's new RV storage business. Gasps. Greg shrank as Mr. Henderson, a retiree, demanded, why ban harmless RVs while Greg profits? Chaos erupted, complaints about decoration limits, poop bans, and mailbox rules tied to Michael's brother. Patricia pounded her gavel, shouting, focus on water rates. Mrs. Ramirez moved to vote on the RV ban. It was seconded. Patricia adjourned, panicked. Mr. Henderson slipped out a note about a recall provision for abusive board actions. That night, our RV's 4 tires, plus the spare, were slashed. Police confirmed vandalism via our new cameras, identifying Greg Kendall. HOA disputes are brutal, the officer sighed. Patricia watched from her window, smiling coldly. Another meeting buzzed with fury. Patricia accused us of defiance, but Dad countered, presenting his water rights and legal rate adjustments. I gave 24-hour notice, per contract, he said. Mrs. Chun, a lawyer, backed him, debunking Patricia's claims. Mr. Henderson praised our RV. Mr. Peterson, a realtor, dismissed property value fears. Neighbors aired grievances, fines for grass height, cultural decorations. Dad offered to reconsider rates if the RV ban was lifted. Greg yelled, extortion, but Dad cited their contract's private utility clause. Mrs. Chun cited bylaws for emergency votes. Patricia adjourned, but no one left. The vote passed 67-4, ousting the board. Cheers erupted. Patricia fled, muttering threats. A new board, led by Mr. Henderson, with Mrs. Chun and Mr. Jackson, rescinded the ban and refunded fines. Patricia's house listed for sale. Dad kept their high rates until ownership changed. Willow Creek transformed. Hoops returned, lanterns glowed, mailboxes varied. Our RV gleamed, now on stone pavers. The board created an RV parking lot. At our cookout, kids played, neighbors bonded. Mr. Henderson toasted, standing up for what's right. Dad added, communities thrive on people, not rules. New neighbors, a couple with kids and a trailer, arrived, praising our community vibe. Mom laughed, you don't know the work behind it. Our RV stood proud, a symbol of fighting for freedom. Dad later mused, power, like water rights, must be used carefully. I helped their daughter set up a hoop.